Doing good, it costs you something. But is that cost worth it? Oh, you better believe it. This morning, we're going to talk about doing good. It's inspired from 2 Thessalonians chapter 3, verse 13. And as for you, brothers and sisters, never get tired of doing good. So what does good look like to you? You know what? I found a list of different ways that we can do good to those around us. Here, let me go down the list. Send an encouraging text to someone who has been quiet lately. You know, that person usually you hear from, or usually they're a little more energetic, but all of a sudden it seems like they're just really quiet. Yeah, reach out to them. How about this? Pray for someone immediately instead of just saying, hey, I'll pray for you. I'll be praying for you. If you take the time to just right there in the middle of wherever you are, ask them, hey, do you mind if I pray for you right now? More than likely the answer you're going to get is yes. And then pray. Watch what happens. How about taking a meal to a family who's going through a hard season? Yeah, that helps. How about this? Maybe you have an elderly neighbor. You could help them with groceries or yard work or errands. You know what I mean? Here's one. Now, this is like super basic, but it works. Listen without trying to fix everything. Sometimes people are just looking for somebody to listen to them, just to feel known and seen. How about this? Let someone go ahead of you in line today. Yeah, you know that person's got maybe 2 or 3 things. Hey, you want to get in front of me? I mean, I'm not in any rush. It's like, oh, really? Are you sure? Yeah, go ahead. It's as easy as that. Or sometimes maybe it's that person who has like a grocery cart full of stuff. And you let them go in front of you? That's different, isn't it? Yeah. How about this? Check on a single parent and ask them what would actually help. And see if you can help there, because they're going through a lot. So just a few ideas on how you can do good in the world around you today. So let me read it to you one more time. And as for you, brothers and sisters, never get tired of doing good.
If you're a Christian who stumbles through their salvation like me, and you want to keep yourself from saying words that you shouldn't while you are on the road, might I suggest yelling in a different accent? I don't know how many times I have to tell you, you cannot go cruising onto the interstate. You've got to gain speed. I didn't want to see you going 40 miles per hour on the interstate. You got to accelerate. Thank you.
There's a Sunday morning thing I really like to do, and it happens before church. So it's finding just the right time to turn on the TV and hear the open to CBS Sunday morning. I've loved it for years. My little girl and I sometimes will look at each other while the music's going on, and the name of the song is Ablazing, and it's a trumpet fanfare, right? It's amazing. But me and my daughter will look at each other, and you know how a conductor conducts with their hand? Yeah, they're kind of moving the baton back and forth, back and forth. Well, we both look at each other, we open our mouths wide, and we conduct with our tongues. It's just one of those weird things that we do. But anyway, there's something that you can catch on CBS Sunday mornings that might just grab your attention. Steven Spielberg's got a brand new movie coming out very soon. And how he wrote it, that is what's so interesting. So stick around and we'll dive into that after Mercy Me and Almost Home. Unidentified flying objects. Are we alone in the universe? I love some good sci-fi, right? But that's kind of creepy. So let me bring that down, stop that music, get something fun going. Because the reason why I'm talking sci-fi is because Steven Spielberg's got a brand new movie coming out called Disclosure Day. And guess what? It comes out this week, June 12th. And yeah, this guy, people have been getting me and him confused for years because they hear my name, Steven Spiegel, and they automatically think Steven Spielberg. Yes, some people even have called me Steven Spielberg before. I'd love to have that kind of know-how, be able to direct films like he does, but I am not him. But he has been a pretty prolific director for years and years. I mean, he's brought us things like Jaws, right? He's been part of Jurassic Park. Oh, yeah, and, all kinds of other movies. And sci-fi is one of his fortes. And so Disclosure Day, I'm really intrigued by it. I'm looking forward to watching this one. But he sat down for an interview with CBS Sunday Morning and revealed a little detail about how he wrote the film, how he wrote the script. And I thought it was worth mentioning. I thought it was worth telling you about because, you see, this is one of those tools that most of our kids, I think, kind of have access to in some way or another. So, yeah, Sunday morning, 8 o'clock, by the way, is what time you can catch it on CBS. That's Channel 19 out of Huntsville. But here, take a listen to this little piece of an interview and let's see how cool this is.
You're credited, story by Steven Spielberg, screenplay by David Kevin. So this story is yours. You wrote it, and where'd you write it?
I just wrote it the summer of 2023. I just sat down and spent 2 months writing. I wrote a 50, 60-page single-space story.
But literally, where did you write it? Like, on what manner did you write this out?
On my iPad.
Yeah, in the notes, right? In the little notes section of your iPad.
Well, everybody has it, right? We have a notes section.
Yeah.
That's where I wrote it. And then I printed it out and would read it and then go back to my iPad again.
Pretty great.
Thank you, Steve Jobs.
I love that. So the next time your kid says, "Mom, I'm bored," and they have an iPad in their hand, tell them, "Hey, why don't you write a story?" Yeah, get in the Notes app. In fact, did you know Steven Spielberg wrote his new film on his iPad too? In the Notes app? You don't have to have some kind of big, huge, fancy app. Oh, I can't tell you how many times my daughter sends us requests for apps. And she will plead her case. She's like, "I really want this because this, that, and the other." And it's like, we look at the rating and we look to see if it's safe. And if so, sometimes we'll let her have it. Other times it's like, "No, you don't need that." But they can be so productive by just using their iPad. How cool is that? Yeah, it kind of levels the playing field, right? You got a guy writing a story in the Notes app. Turns out to be hopefully what's going to turn out to be a huge blockbuster at the theaters. Yeah, so anyway, just a little inspiration and a little fuel to help keep your kids kind of busy this summer. When you do good, not only does it make you feel good because you know you did the right thing, but it helps other people at the same time, especially because sometimes the good that you do is for their benefit. Maybe you're helping somebody out. Yeah, being nice, being kind, giving a compliment. How are you going to do good today? That's the question. Don't give it too much thought because you need to put it into practice too. All right? Sound good? And hey, share that word of life with somebody. We've got it ready for you in photo form on Facebook, Instagram, X, and on YouTube as a post. So real easy for you to share. Yep. And if you want to, go the extra mile and comment what it means to you. That would be amazing. All right, I guess it's time for us to get a check on your traffic. This time of the year is huge for a lot of our younger ones across the area. Why? Well, because high school is over. That chapter has come to a close, and now a brand new chapter is about to begin. Yeah, for a lot of these kids, it's college. And I saw something on Facebook I wanted to share with you. It's just amazing to watch how these kids grow. I mean, because really, when you stop and think about it, you want them to stay little forever, don't you? But at the same time, you want them to grow up and be independent, but they're never going to stop being your little one. So Ann Smith, she wrote this. Tonight, John Micah graduated high school. He was first baby we got to bring home, the first to call me Mama, the boy whose backpack was as big as he was when he started pre-K, who then received the Most Improved Award at the end of pre-K. The boy who we worked with all one summer to pinpoint his learning style after we received his dyslexia diagnosis. The boy who hated reading until we found the most ridiculous chapter books, then read C.S. Lewis and Tolkien, by middle school. The boy who learned how to deal with bullies. The boy who found confidence with and excelled in martial arts. The boy who discovered his passion for music and found his tribe in the marching band. He had some incredible teachers and mentors during this time, encouraging and challenging him. The boy has become a steady, eclectic, old soul of a young man who has graduated with straight A's and is preparing for college. We are so incredibly proud of him and cannot wait to see what God has in store for him next. I love that. You feel the heart in that post, don't you? Accompanied by some pictures from graduation night. It's just perfect. Well, I'm glad to report to you there is another update as this transition is happening into college. Yeah, and I thought maybe we could have a little music underneath to kind of give you a taste, give you a just a little hint as to what's happening. You heard about his love of music, right? Well, about 10 hours ago, Heath posted yesterday, we went to summer orientation at UNA, and today Micah went back to campus and picked up his horn. He'll be playing the baritone for the UNA Marching Pride this fall. Very proud of this young man and all he has accomplished. Excited for the great things ahead. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So, wow, Micah, we celebrate you, man. This is amazing. Wow, this next chapter is going to be so much fun. I'm so glad that you found your tribe. And hey, UNA, they're an amazing marching band. I really looked up to them when I was coming through high school as well. So, way to go. That's amazing stuff. And hey, this is just one of the many we have across North Alabama who are making that transition. And for each one of you, I know this time can be scary, but hold your head high, walk into it confidently, knowing that you're not alone, and watch what happens in these next few months. I think you'll be blown away at the progress that you're going to make. Yeah. Keep that wide-eyed wonder intact.
Fix your face. Let me tell you something. You can and you will be amazing today. You can and you will be successful today. You can and you will be phenomenal today. Now go out there and be great in their face. Fix your face and know that you are everything and everything is you. You will not let anybody ruin your day today. Now go be fabulous, honey. And you have a good day on purpose, huh? You're welcome.
This is Pastor Larry Walls with your Drive Time Devotion. In 1972, Life magazine published a story about the amazing adventures of John Goddard. When John was 15, his grandmother made the statement, "If only I had done that whenever I was young." Young John was very determined not to make that statement at the end of his life, so that day he wrote down 127 goals for his life to come. John Goddard named 10 different rivers that he wanted to explore and 17 mountains that he wanted to climb. He set goals of becoming an Eagle Scout, a world traveler, and even a pilot. Also on his list was to ride a horse in the Rose Bowl Parade, dive in a submarine, retrace the travels of Marco Polo, read the Bible from cover to cover, and to read the entire Encyclopedia of Aristotle and several other classic authors. He decided to learn to play the flute, the violin, to marry and have children, which he had 5 of those, and he wanted to pursue a career in medicine and serve as a missionary for his church. That sounds rather impossible, doesn't it? Well, at the age of 47, John Goddard had accomplished 103 of his 127 goals. Now, your list of goals may not be as extensive as John Goddard's, but if you don't have some goals in life, you'll find that you've got little motivation to even get up in the mornings and little satisfaction as you lay your head on the pillow each night. Setting goals is not as difficult as it might seem. Just write it down, then go for it. Philippians chapter 3, verse 13 says, "But one thing I do, forgetting what lies behind and reaching forward to what lies ahead." Now, unless you try to do something beyond what you've already mastered, you'll never, ever grow old. Pray with me. God, help us to set goals and reach for them each day of our lives. It's in the name of Jesus we pray. Amen.
Hello, my name's Matt. I'm a teacher and an author, but as a teacher, I know that one of the biggest indicators of kids not reading during the summer is actually just having access to books. But I got something to share with you, and it's free, and it's pretty cool. Reading is Fundamental, otherwise known as RIF, has a completely free reading program this summer called Reading Summer Camp. It's designed to help families keep their kids engaged with reading all summer long without it feeling like schoolwork. They've put together a complete list of age-appropriate books from preschool all the way to middle school and designed by literacy experts that used to be teachers. There are downloadable activity packets for those long road trips, those rainy afternoons, or whenever you hear the inevitable "I'm bored." And they've created these family reading resources in English and Spanish, and even a unique family planner to help track all of those family reading adventures. So if you're looking for a simple way to engage your kid with reading this summer, this is it. I've got information in my bio as well as the comments below, and as for me, I'm gonna go read. But I also got to go write some stories first.
Yeah, he's been writing quite a few stories. That's Matt Eicheldinger, and this man, let me tell you something, so inspiring. From all of his stories from the classroom and then all of his children's books that he's written as well. He's got some new stuff out there, so I wanted to tell you a little bit about some of his books and then more about this summer reading camp, which is so cool. So, with Matt, he's got this new book out right now called When the Rain Came, an adventure trilogy about a teenage foster child navigating a world of environmental collapse. Ooh, it's for those younger readers. It's an emotional, fast-paced story about resilience, belonging, and the quiet hope that can grow even when everything you know turns into something else. It'll release 2 books this year and 1 in 2027. Also, he's got sticky notes, memorable lessons from ordinary moments, and then the kids' books that he's got. Matt Sprouts and the Curse of the 10 Broken Toes, or Matt Sprouts and The Day Nora Ate the Sun, and Matt Sprouts and the Search for the Chompy Wompers. You heard of any of those? Well, that's Matt. Holes in My Underwear, over 100 poems that will knock your socks off. Here's one, Mary and Baby Blob, and upcoming projects. Now, all this can be found on his website. It's matteicheldinger.com if you want to find it for yourself. Now, let's get more specific about this summer reading camp that he's talking about. I'm looking at it right now, and this is amazing. Yeah, Reading is Fundamental, riff.org. And in fact, if you want to check it out for yourself and see how they have this laid out, it really is genius. It's over on our 88.5 JFM Facebook page, the main page. I just posted it over there so you can find it for yourself. The summer reading camp right there. They got it all broken down too. I love the way they have it laid out. So you've got different tents that are different colors for different groups of kids. So early childhood, K through 2, 3 through 5, and 6 through 8. So yeah, some pretty cool stuff there. If your kids are bored, hey, giving them something to read like this could be awesome. I'm just saying. And did you know, lots of times our local libraries have some amazing programs available too. I mean, not just reading, they have like Lego clubs and all kinds of other stuff happening. So you can check out your local library as well. It's pretty cool how they help keep our kids engaged during the summer. Speaking of summer, hope your kid is having an amazing summer break. I hope you are too, Mom and Dad. Keeping up with the groceries? Yeah? Are they still, are popular, are pizza rolls still that popular? Yeah? Good. Hot Pockets? Gone through any of those? It's been a minute, right? For me anyway. What's that cereal of choice right now? Is it Cocoa Pebbles or Fruity Pebbles? Or is it old school like Golden Grams? Or really old school like Smacks? There's some good stuff out there. I hope you're making some memories this summer. Now, Forrest Frank and Thankful right here on the Lifeline Morning Show.
See, a lot of times when we've done it wrong, we think salvation is the finish line. And a lot of people believe that. I'm just saying, man, I'm just going to struggle. I'm just a sinner saved by grace. No, the Bible actually says you're a saint. And God views you that way. Yes, you were a sinner. And yeah, you may still do some sinning here and there, but that's not how God views you. You are standing in grace now. He views you totally different. You have had the blood of the Lamb applied to the doorpost of your heart. And when God looks at you, He looks through the blood of Jesus and He sees you standing in perfection. And that's the only way you get to heaven.
It's John Henderson, Compassion City Church, just down the road. Man. What a good word. You ever be perusing the socials and you come across an account that's like, oh, that is so good. And then you go and you see what other stuff they have. Oh, it's good stuff. Yeah, I love when that happens. In fact, I came across this little video. Now, this is 4 guys, okay? And they go by King's Return Music. They're a Grammy-nominated vocal group, and they brought to life, well, let's just say a TV show from my childhood. I watched it. I loved it. It involved a Steve Urkel. And the theme song from that show. Take a listen to how smooth this is.
It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. Love and tradition are the grand design. Some people say it's even harder to find. Ooh. Well, then there must be some magic clue inside these gentle walls. Ooh. 'Cause all I see is a tower of dreams. Real love bursting out of every scene. As days go by, it's the bigger love of the family.
That is so good. You know, every now and then I'll just bust that out. I'll be in the car and that song will hit my mind. I'll just start singing it. And it's that song. It's so many others. Like there was one show I really loved watching when I was younger. It was a cartoon, DuckTales. Yeah, I loved that theme music too. But they got all kinds of good stuff on their page, even video game stuff. Oh, here's one that I think maybe you might recognize if you enjoyed The Office. How cool is that? And they've got all kinds of other stuff like Martin. They've got Cheers. So if you want to relive some memories, there you go. Again, the name of their channel on TikTok is King's Return Music. 699.7 thousand likes, 0 following and 0 followers. They just go there, they share their stuff, and wow, a lot of people love it, including me. So anyway, I hope that put a smile on your face. I know all the sports, all the driving, all the practices, all the camps, all the training. It's a lot, especially during the summer. If your kids are having to go, you're having to go and take them and then come back, pick them up. We got band camp coming up soon as well. But there's something to be said about athletics. There really is, because a lot is learned. And there are a lot of ways that your kid can grow, even if they're riding the pine pony. That's right. Even if they're stuck on the bench and they're not getting to play that much. I've got some proof for you coming up from Kelsey. Oh, this is such a good story. You should stick around and hear it for yourself, okay? All right, in the meantime, Jeremy Camp, No Survivors, right here on your 88.5 JFM, making your day better. I mean, don't get me wrong, just to make the team is amazing. That's an accomplishment in and of itself. But then you find out that maybe, they don't need your services right now. Maybe you're going to be sitting on the bench. That's tough. It really is. When you're sitting on the bench, I mean, the last thing you want to do is pay attention to the game. You want to find something else to pass your time, right? But if you will rise to the occasion, if you will bring enthusiasm and attention to the game from the bench, and, I mean, encourage your teammates, you can be seen as not just a player, but an important player on the team. I love that. Yeah, but don't just take my word for it. No, Kelsey knows a thing or two. See, she used to play volleyball, and this is one of those lessons that has stuck with her ever since. Take a listen and see if you're not inspired by her story.
The best lesson I learned from sports came from sitting on the bench. So my senior year, I made the varsity team, kind of. Like, my coach pulled me aside. He's like, listen, you made the team. You probably won't play that much. And I was like, no, I still want to come. I want to be part of the team. I want to practice. I want to be with my friends. And he's like, all right, just know, like, you're not going to play. I'm like, okay. And he was true to his word. I did not play very much. But I decided to show up to the games and come with like a positive attitude. So at the end of each play, like, I was jumping up. I was congratulating them if it was a good play. I was picking them up if it was a bad play. And I did that the whole season. I showed up for practice. I just did my best to have a good attitude about it. And at the end of the season, we had a team banquet, and I was fully expecting him to like give all the praise to the MVP of the team, but he took the time and he said, this player, she showed up, she had a good attitude, and she's going to go so far in life. And I was so shocked when he said my name, and that meant so much to me, and that has really stuck with me throughout my whole life, is like the people who show up with a good attitude and work to uplift others. Like, that means more to the people around you than anything else. Just showing up with a good attitude. And that is a good lesson. So if you're a bench warmer, it's okay.
Even the bench warmers matter. Show up, encourage, be there, have a good attitude. It's a difference maker and a game changer for sure. So we spent a little time earlier talking about that transition a lot of our kids are making from high school to college. You know, that next chapter is about to begin, and it's really easy for all of us parents, well, as our kids grow, to kind of get in the feels. For instance, my little girl moving from the elementary school to the middle school. It's a bit of a change, a little more structure, even a different school building. It's a different location. So yeah, things are going to be a little different. But having your kid actually leave your home and go to college somewhere else, ooh, that can be nerve-wracking. But you know what? There can also be some beautiful things involved. Yeah, stick around. I'm going to share a story with you from one mom who is living that right now. Yeah, you're going to love it, so don't go anywhere.
Moms of seniors, especially if this is your first senior graduating from high school, I wanted to share just a little bit of a different message. My name is Nicole. I have two boys. One is a junior in college and one is a senior this year. And so much of what I see on social media is about the sadness and the grieving of your children growing up and moving on. And while that is all true, and I have those feelings as well, I just want to offer you guys some hope and some encouragement for what is about to come in this next phase, because having a kid that has been away at college for 3 years has truly been amazing. Do I miss him? Yes, I miss him so much. But the young man that he is becoming is just so amazing. He's so interesting. He's just developing into this person that I just want to spend so much time with. Our conversations have changed. He's so mature. He's just a joy to be around. And now we get to be more friends than parent, because he does almost everything for himself now. I'm not involved in his daily life. And so now I get to enjoy him as this amazing human being that I have helped to raise for the last 21 years. And he is just such a joy. So there is so much sweetness and goodness coming in this next phase. So while you're going to grieve the child that has been at home with you all these years, what you're about to get in return is going to just make you so happy. It's just such a precious time, and the relationship that you're about to enter into with your child has the potential to be just incredible. So mamas, don't think of it as the end. Think of it as the beginning of an amazing new chapter. I promise it's going to be a good one. Share this with a mom who might need to hear this today, because I know that all of us senior mamas are all in our feels right now. Bye, y'all.
Wow, how good was that? Little encouragement goes a long way, especially for all you senior parents out there, because this is a big difference. This beginning of the next chapter. So hey, if you want to get a hold of that, well, reach out, text me, and I will text you the link to that video so you can share it with one of those senior parents that might need it right now, okay? Here's the number to text, 256-967-0885. I'd love to send it your way, 256-967-0885. And if you'd like to find her for yourself, it's Southern_EH over on TikTok. And her name is Nicole. All right. That was so good. I just had to share it with you. So I was just perusing the socials, checking in on a friend of mine. His name is Tommy Todd. His little man, his son, looks like he is stocking a box. And so he's got all these snacks that he's putting in this box. And I love the caption. It says, first stop of the day, whoever is kind to the poor lends to the Lord, and he will reward them for what they have done. Proverbs 19:17. Looks like they're in the process of doing some good right now. And Tommy is teaching his little boy how to do good. And let's talk about that for a second. what the benefits of doing good really are. Now, the ultimate benefit of doing good is not that we earn love. No, Scripture's clear. We're saved by grace, not by our works, right? But when we do good from a heart changed by God, there are beautiful benefits. God is glorified in it. People see the goodness of God through the way His people live. Others are helped. We're talking about real needs getting met, burdens getting lighter, people feeling seen, loved, and supported. And our faith, it becomes visible. Doing good turns belief into action. It shows that faith is not just words, it moves. And another beautiful benefit, we become more like Jesus. Serving others trains our hearts away from selfishness and toward compassion, humility, and love. And I love this one right here. This I'll end with this one, okay? It builds trust and community. Good works strengthen families, churches, neighborhoods, workplaces, and friendships. So, those are the benefits of you doing good today. So that's my challenge for you. Find a way, or multiple ways, to do good today. And watch what happens. If it doesn't just bless them, but it comes back and blesses you at the same time. Oh, I love it. Hey, thanks so much for hanging out with me. I love hanging out with you. Let's do it again tomorrow from 6 to 10, shall we? But for today's show will be up in podcast form across 5 platforms at noon on Spotify, Apple, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, YouTube podcast. Just type in Lifeline Morning Show podcast. And if you would, check that description because there's all kinds of stuff going to be waiting for you, like a Spotify music playlist, a separate song list, a family edition link, and so much more. Subscribe and share it with a friend. I would greatly appreciate it. I'll see you tomorrow. Hey, thanks so much for hanging out with me here on the podcast. I wanted to make sure you knew that today's show comes to you from a live radio show. So that's the reason why you've heard me pitch to some music. Now, unfortunately, I can't play the music for you here on the podcast itself, but like I just said, look in the description and you will find that music so you can still enjoy it. All right? And if you'd ever like to hang out with me live, I would love for you to do that. Just go to our website, 885jfm.com. That's simply 885jfm.com. And click that On Now button. I'm on from 6 to 10, Monday through Friday, Central Time. All right? Sound good? Well, I hope you do have the best day ever, and I'll see you next time. Thanks again for being here.